everybody, Al Cadulo here today, and I've got the Kandao Qoocam 3 Ultra. There's a lot of hype about this camera, and let's see if it lives up to it. We're gonna start out with the unboxing, then we're gonna follow up after that with the next video, which will go into all the different features. Then we're gonna get into individual examples of how well this thing does out in the field. I've been out testing it already, but we're gonna do the unboxing first, even though I've really already unboxed it, but here we go. Okay, so we've got the kit laid out here, and let's take a look at what all we have. We've got the lens protectors, battery charging case, and we've got the extra battery along with the Qoocam. Okay, so let's stack everything else up, and let's go ahead and open up the Qoocam camera. We're gonna fast forward this here just so we don't have to waste a lot of time watching me cut package open. Okay, we've got all that packaging out of the way, and there we have the camera, all nicely wrapped up inside the package with a lot of plastic around it to protect it. So let's go ahead and peel all this protective stuff off. One of the things you notice right away about it is the weight. It's a heavier camera than what we've seen in most other small, compact 360 cameras. But you know what? In the past, we always talked about the weight of something lending to its quality. Let's hope that's the case. Let's peel the rest of these off, and we'll get started looking at the rest of the camera. Okay, let's take a look at the side of the camera first. What we've got is this is the battery cover. It keeps it all nice and sealed. It's got a nice secure little latch. And you notice that's where the micro SD card goes. It's kind of very much like the old GoPro, except this one only has one, thank goodness. And one of the best things I like about it is it's got a removable battery. Now, on the other side, we've got the access port for the USB-C. And it is also water sealed. And that gives it that IP68 rating. Let's see what else we've got in the package. We've got our manuals. We've got a QR code that'll help us get the application downloaded onto our smartphone. And we've got, let's see, oh, there's the first battery. Decent sized battery, looks pretty good. The battery size is a 2,280 milliamp hour battery. As we lift up the covers underneath, we find two things. We've got a really nice little neoprene zipper pouch, and we've got a very hardy looking USB-C cable. So there's what's in the package. There's also a couple little stickers. Those can go on your forehead. And let's open up the other extra battery. And we're gonna zip through speed fast, opening up the battery. And there it is. Looks just like the other one, so that's nice. Now let's go ahead and open up the Qoocam battery charging case. The battery charging case. Now this case is pretty cool. This can hold two batteries. It's got the charging indicator lights on the front and a status button, which activates the charging lights. And it's got this little separator. Now what this is for is that if you've got the Qoocam 3 and not the Qoocam 3 Ultra, you'll need to have this little separator in order to use the battery charger. And the batteries go in very easily. It's easy to see how they go into position. And what's really cool is in the cover, there's actually a slot for you to put an extra micro SD card so you can have a spare with you. As you can see on the side of the charging case, you've got a USB-C connection, so you can take your USB cable and plug it into a charger, and you can get it all charged up. So we've gotten the other accessories out of the way. Now let's take a look at the Qoocam lens protector. And I gotta tell you, this little item, which is about 30 bucks US, roughly, it's a little less, it is worth its weight in gold because If you've ever had a 360 camera before and had it take a spill on you and had the lens get scratched, you know how expensive it is to replace these lenses. And because it's a 360 camera, those lenses stick out much further than what you're normally used to. So having these will definitely, or could definitely, save you quite a bit. And they're really pretty easy to put on. I like how they've designed these. When you're putting a lens protector or you're putting a filter on, you have to screw them in. This has got a rub around the edge and it links up with the camera lens. And so when you put it on, you just put it on and twist it slightly and boom, it's in place and you're protected. And in the Qoocam Studio, there is a setting so that you don't have to worry about being able to stitch properly. You can just activate it and it'll take into account the lens protector being in place. Now, one of the cool things about this camera is that it's got an internal memory of 128 gigabytes, which is going to give you about 100 gigabytes of actual recording space. The rest of it is for the rest of the memory that it needs for running the camera itself. This is an open Android setup, so it's a lot easier to work for, a lot easier to make adjustments for. Now we've gone through everything, we've got it into its zipper pouch, and you know what? It's time to go out and get some shooting done. Stay tuned for part 2 of the Qoocam 3 Ultra, where we start getting into the weeds about all the camera settings, and then after that, we'll get into all the example shots that we've done for each one of the settings, and I'll let you know what I think of the camera and how I'm going to be using it.
Here we go again.